Hey everybody, this is Derek here, the Chan Real Estate Group. Hope everyone's doing well, staying safe, and starting out their week well. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a market snapshot, show you guys what's happening with the real estate market in the GTA, sort of like week over week to give you guys some data about what's actually happening, whether sales are up or down, and as well as sort of prices and what's happening. And so if you guys are interested, or if you know anybody who's still interested in keeping up with the real estate market, hopefully this information helps out and you can share it along. And again, if you guys have any questions regarding the real estate market, feel free to give us a shout and we'd love to answer them for you. People are wondering what's happening with the pricing, what's going to be going on with the trends of the market. And so, there's a lot of speculation happening out there. So I just want to give you guys sort of the weekly stats so that we can make, informed decisions instead of speculating on what the potential or where this market is going. And so, if you look at sort of what's happening in the GTA area regarding the freehold sales, you'll see that in the last week of March to the first week of April, there was 453 sales, followed by the week after 265, and then last week there was 304 sales. And so if you look at it, we are significantly lower than where we were in 2019 on this column here. But what you'll notice is that our listings are actually down as well. So the listings in 2020 were 804 versus the same time period last year in 2019, which was about 2,500. And so it's not directly proportionate ratio as far as the listings to sales, and the number that is lower than what it was the year previous. But what I think this is showing us is that there are still sales that are happening. And so the data across the board right now is that listings are down, showings are down, sales are down. And so, I think that this is sort of where the new norm is for these next coming weeks. You're going to see, trending 121, 127 in the condo market. And so that means that there's still sales happening. And what that tells me is that there are still people needing to buy, needing to sell, needing to make that move. And so, whether it be for financial reasons or family situations or, maybe people are trying to get into the market, there are reasons that people need to sell and buy in real estate. And so you're still seeing that happen. And so what we're seeing as a combined whole is that, there are still 686 sales. That week we've dropped down to 386 the week after, and then again we picked up a little bit by 431 sales, and as of last week. And so again we're down compared to 2019, but also listings are significantly lower than where they were last year at that point. And so I think what's happening is that a lot of people are just waiting to see what's going to happen with the market, nor do they feel comfortable with people coming in, during this lockdown, during this quarantine period. If you got a young family, or you don't want people necessarily coming into your property if you don't know, from a health perspective, if they're healthy, and if you don't have to move. I think most people are kind of staying put and in a holding pattern. So what does that mean for pricing? Well, if you look at it, at the beginning of this year, in January and February, we're up by 12% year over year, 17%, even as of the whole month of March, which means that there was a pre-COVID, which is the first 2 weeks, and post-COVID, which is the last 2 weeks of March. Our pricing is still 15% up year over year. And so I do notice that in March right here, if you look at this sort of segment here, that we were sort of up marginally from the month before in 2019, whereas we're marginally down in March compared to February. And so, if you want to think about real estate, the real estate market is sort of as a huge ship, a large vessel. It's going to take a lot of time for that momentum to swing. And so our pricing might actually be coming down or adjusting, but it's just going to take a little bit more time because we're riding the momentum of a very hot market. And so, as of right now, the prices have not dropped year over year, albeit from a month to month perspective, they are slightly down. And so I think that once we have the full April under our belt and seeing what's happening with the real estate market, we'll see prices probably continue to soften up slightly. I do not see right now like the market and the prices dropping dramatically, but we'll be able to interpret that data when we get that in at the end of April. And so I think what this means to me is that, this is a fantastic time for people who are trying to get into the market, first time buyers, where, 2 months ago, it'd be very difficult, very unlikely to see a listing where there wasn't multiple offers, whereby now you have a little bit more options. The multiple offer thing has cooled off. So you're not necessarily saving money because the prices are dropping, but you might be saving money because there's no competition as far as multiple offers, so that you're not driving up the prices. And so this could be a really great opportunity for people that are looking to, get into the market. So um, yeah, so if you guys have any information about or any questions regarding the market, feel free to reach out to us. This is a GTA snapshot, so obviously there are municipalities that are a little bit different. We're finding that the trend is very similar though. But if you do have any questions about a specific market, specific city, we'd love to give you that data. Okay, so until next week, stay healthy, stay safe. God bless.